What's up guys, DMegaBoys here, and I'm back with another video. This time we are taking a look at a 3.3 build, a patch 3.3 build. This is the Trapper because of the trap meta, right? And yeah, so let's jump right into it. This is not finished by any means, because they could change anything in the last second. Also, I don't think path building is updated at the moment, because we are gonna use Blast Rain traps, but Blast Rain has recently been buffed to 100% conversion and 15% penetration at level 20. And I'm pretty sure that the full conversion isn't applied here by building, and the penetration isn't either. So that's like 15% more damage on top of that. So yeah, let's jump right into it with the skill tree first. We are taking Shadow as Saboteur, and generally what I think you would do is you would for the normal and normal and cruel lab, you would go and grab the chain reaction for that nice AoE as well, just for like leveling. After that, you go and grab the blind aura here. Blind aura is good as a defensive option, but it's also insanely good because we have the Effie Gun amulet. This thing is crazy. It's the faded. You can't remember the name. If it's the Troll Biscos. The Faded Troll Biscos means that hits can't be evaded by blinded enemies. Since we have an aura around ourselves that blinds everything, we will basically be having hits cannot be evaded. That's insane, since we also crit, because crit counts the accuracy twice, so having 100% accuracy is crazy good. On top of that, we also get 10% fire penetration, which is also just insane for our 100% fire conversion Blast Rain traps. Yeah. So let's go to the skill tree. We start grabbing the new trap nodes here, and the damage, just like general trap damage. And then we get some life, go to the crit. Just pick up this Saboteur node here for more traps at a time. We will be spamming the traps because trap now has no cooldown, and around, I think it's 15 by default, maximum traps. We'll be throwing a lot of traps, so we will have around, depending on how fast they trigger, up to maybe 15-20 at a time. So this is really good. I think we get up to around 20 traps, max traps here, which should be enough to have a maximum on the maximum down when we're spamming it. We shouldn't go to waste, basically. We get some life up here. I think this is you want to take this at some point when you need intelligence. Then you go and grab these two nodes here. And for this one, this is just trigger area of effect. So we trigger from far away with the. It's really good when we have the chest piece, Tinker Skin. We get frenzy charges when we trigger, and on top of that, it's just facing as well, and we get life and energy shield as well. And also it has a lot of trap throwing speed. Trap throwing speed is basically our attack speed, if you can call it that. So it's pretty good, like 4 and 8% attack speed. It's pretty nice. And then we have we go down here, travel for the more life. Get all of these trap nodes here. We don't care about the crit chains, but this one was a crit multi, that's why we took it. Trigger AoE as well again, and this one is important as well. Clever Construction is not that important anymore because they changed how traps work, so they can't be damaged while in the air. But it's still really nice for because sometimes they can get destroyed before they trigger. So it's really nice to have that. And this one is just a penetration, really crazy as well. So you go down here, generally you just want to grab acrobatics. This is for later at the higher levels, like when you don't want to lose XP to dying. If you're in hardcore, you maybe want to take this first. But I don't think this is going to be a hardcore build anyways, because it only has around 4 to 5k life. The penetration here is life. Go down, grab the crit, life. Penetration here as well. We're going to be stacking penetration for that sweet Shaper DPS. Crit multi, of course, all of this. Life. Point blank is really important, because with the traps, that's also why we use Chinsaw. With the traps, if the traps trigger, like point blank is being calculated from where the trap spawned the arrows. So that means that if you throw a trap onto an enemy, it will get the maximum close range for maximum efficiency of point blank and Chinsaw, which is really powerful. We might want to spec out of this if the knockbacks turn out to be bad, but for now we just have it. It gave us a lot of damage. And that's also like the reason why we don't take attack speed is because we are traps, right? So attack speed, anything like that doesn't matter because we're triggering. We just need average damage. And we could take Frenzy Charges if we want to, but like it gives me 1.8% damage per point, so it's not really that good. There's better stuff out there you can pick if you really want to, and I would rather also get more life maybe. So yeah, this one is attack speed again, but we just travel through this to get to the life nodes, and it's also nice. Ignoring movement penalties is also nice. So yeah, let's go into the gearing here. We'll use a Chinsol, of course. 100% more bow knockback is just crazy good. You can't get anything better than that. It's really good. We're trying to stack all the damages we can. We're going Signal Fire for just a little bit of conversion on our Rain of Arrows, because we use Rain of Arrows for AoE. As well as that, it gives us a lot of extra fizz damage. You could also go with another quiver if you want. Maloney's Nightfall for life and damage on hit against blinded enemies as well. It's really cool. You also have a chance to get a smoke cloud if you want to do that. This is a budget option. I would probably buy this quiver. It never costs more than a chaos, and it's really good if you can't afford the Signal Fire right away. There we go with Starkonia's head. Yeah, I tried messing around with Shrapnels at first, but Blast Rain seems better, so the enchant doesn't really matter. You don't even need an enchant if you want. You just like crit and max life is all you want. Then we got the Tinker Skin. This is really good, recovering life with your traps, and the energy shield is kind of go to waste. We could, if you wanted to, and if you have a lot of mana problems, go up and grab, where is it? Elder's Battery, but that's a lot of points you're gonna waste on that. But you could grab the crit multi in the meantime and the chance to get a power charge if you really want to. You could do that, and then you will basically like have permanently mana, because you get your ES as mana and you get 50% ES or 50 ES every time you trigger a trap. So that's really great for that. And then we have the Dealstalker. This is just a budget option, like, because even on the 5 link our damage is gonna be crazy good. If you take a look here, this is our Blast Rain with 6 link. So you want to take Conk Effect off. And then we get, like, this is, okay, this is with a level 20 trap, so let's say level 16 trap. That's what you would get in the pair of boots. It's still 43. This is, like, the explosions is bugged, so this is with 1 explosion. You should multiply that by 4. That's around 170k damage. Then you multiply it by 5, because it's, there's a 5 traps at a time. So that's around maybe what, 800k, and then you divide it by 0.32, because we have a 0.32 throwing time. So that's around 2.4 million shaper damage on a 5 link. Because this is shaper damage right here, guys. It's fucking crazy. I don't know, the clear speed is probably gonna be shit though, that's the thing, but man, fuck yeah, it's gonna have insane shaper damage. And it's gonna be tanky as well. Like, the life pool is not the best, but you get a blind aura, enemies won't hit you, you have evasion, and you have spell dodge and dodge as well. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a really good build. For the rings, ideally, if you want, you can get the Mark of the Elder and another Shaper Rare, whatever, for that 70% attack damage. It's insane for stacking our average hit damage, and get a little bit of life as well. Added Cold is also good. Leather bells, whatever. You can also get a Stygian Vice, that would be the best thing, but this is kind of just budget gear, so maybe we could even just remove this one, because, yeah, doesn't matter. As there is promise, a cheap flask as well, diamond flask of course, Quicksilver. Oh, we have 2 Azirius Promises. That's because one of them is supposed to be a life flask. You have a life flask, mana flask is important, and you get whatever you want. You can get curse removal, so you're like immune for 10 seconds to curses every time you use it. It's really nice. And yeah, on these jewels here, you want added fire damage. It's gonna be the best because we stack a lot of fire pen, and then life as well. You could also get crit multi if you want, but attack speed, anything like that, is gonna be useless because we are triggering it from the traps. We also take Elira as a bandit because the resist is gonna be nice, and we get the crit multi as well. We can't go Kraken, attack speed doesn't matter of course. We could also go Oak maybe, but Elira or 2 passive points is what I would recommend. For the skills, you have the Castle Depth Taking set up. You just put Wild Grace in there because, you know, it's gonna benefit from the increased duration. On top of that, we get Bear Trap, Curse on Hit. Bear Trap is being reworked, so now every time you hit enemies with Bear Trap, they would take more damage from the other traps. So we use curse on hit with a curse as well. I think elemental weakness is probably going to be the best. Prod reaching is a little bit more damage, but it also gives knockback, so that's not so nice. So yeah, bear trap, and you can also even charge traps. It's not in here right now, but charge trap makes so that you can also get charges when the bear trap triggers. So another way of getting charges. Then we have blast rain, of course, the blast rain trap, a lot of damage, really great. If you don't want to do blast rain, you can also do shrapnel shot with the 2 double damage duels. It's about the same DPS, a little bit lower maybe. And also, I didn't like the shrapnel shot because the targeting is pretty bad, because it's gonna shoot in different directions, while the blast rain is gonna target on top of the trap, so it's more likely gonna be hitting with all the bursts. Then we do rain of arrows. It's also gonna have decent damage. Rain of arrows with cluster traps, 50k times 5 every time you throw it. Really good, one-shotting the whole screen. The AoE is insane. I don't think the AoE has been updated in Path Building, so it's gonna be really great. Okay, let me see here. Where is it? I can't remember where you see the here. This is trigger radius. It's way bigger than this. I think they changed the radius a lot. So, but yeah, it's gonna be really great, guys. And yeah, flask active, of course. We have frenzy charges ticked, power charges. Okay, we don't want to take the power charges because we can't generate power charges unless we take the node over here. But still, it's really good DPS. Permanent frenzy charges from the chest piece. Tinker skin. Permanent blind if you're close to the enemy. Projectile travel distance. We are triggering on the top of the enemy, so that's like 1 because they're right on top of it. And it's a shaper. If you look at normal monsters, it's even higher. So there we go, guys. This was the build. It's probably, I don't know if it's gonna be good or anything, but it was just a path building I wanted to share. I'm gonna link it down in the description. And yeah, have a nice day, guys, and peace out.